Hello, and welcome to Go Overseas Volunteer Training and Development Program. In this program, you will learn valuable information needed to stay safe, be professional, and have fun while volunteering in Spain. First, we will start by discussing the required travel documents needed for your stay. Then, we'll review proper greetings, appropriate dress attire, and common work hours. Lastly, we'll go over what to expect in business meetings and conversations. Along with this volunteer training and development program, Go Overseas has also supplied you with a physical checklist and training manual to review before your departure. We hope you will find this presentation helpful, and we hope you enjoy your stay in Spain. Before traveling to Spain, it is important to have the proper paperwork and identification. Each country requires different documentation and allows specific forms of identification. Before traveling anywhere outside of the country, you will need a passport. With a passport tucked away, you can begin to purchase your tickets. Be sure to keep all booking information, identification documents, and Go Overseas paperwork. You should carry your certificate of enrollment and teaching certificate also in your carry-on. Spain requires you to obtain a visa if you're staying longer than 90 days or you're working. Spain also requires you to have a Spain-specific Social Security and a foreign identification card. Be sure to give yourself plenty of time to get these items before departing to Spain. Learning Spanish greetings is extremely important. In a readily changing society, Spain has begun to use multiple forms of greetings. This is why it is important to be able to assess your situation and be prepared. In past centuries, it was customary for men and women to greet one another with a kiss. Yet in professional settings, Spaniards have begun to greet one another through the form of a firm handshake. Depending on age, location, and status withheld by the individual, some people may greet others with a kiss. When Spaniards greet one another, they usually give 2 kisses on the cheek. The first kiss is always on the right side of the person, pressing your right cheek to their face. The second kiss is on the left side of the person. In Spain, the personal pronouns usted and ustedes should be used in greetings when the other individual is new, older than you, or of higher status. The tú form is used in casual settings when you know the other individual or when they are younger than you. In Spain, the way you dress is believed to reflect on your character. In any situation, it is important that you dress nicely. You should never leave the house without clean, pressed clothing and hair put together. Men are expected to have gelled hair and a shaven face, while women need to have their hair done, whether that being pulled back, curled, straightened, etc. In a professional workplace, Spaniards tend to wear conservative, form-fitting clothing with many accessories. Some examples of commonly seen accessories are wristwatches, purses, ties and bow ties, and sunglasses. Along with accessories, Spaniards never leave the house without cologne or perfume. While in Spain, be sure to dress sharp. You can never overdress in Spain, as fashion is very important to them. The hours you are asked to work depend on the location of your placement. In the Spanish culture, between 1 and 3 p.m. there is a period of rest called a siesta. Everyone goes home to eat, sleep, and be with family. Most businesses in rural areas are closed and reopen after the siesta until 8 or 9 p.m. in the evening. In urban areas, businesses are transitioning into traditional workday of 8 to 5 p.m. If you're curious as to which work schedule you will have, be sure to reach out to your local coordinator. With siesta from 1 to 3 p.m., lunch and dinner are very late compared to a normal schedule. Thus, if you are planning to talk business over a meal, you'll need to reconsider. In Spain, business meals are considered celebratory events or are used to get to know one another. Spaniards will not talk business, which ultimately adds more hours to your workday. When you have a business meeting to attend, it is very important to be punctual. While it is said for the Spaniards to run on their own clock, when doing business, Spaniards are very punctual. Try not to arrive late and no earlier than 15 minutes before the meeting. Before anything can take place in the business setting, Spaniards are going to want to get to know you. This will constitute for a conversation that is similar to an informal interview. Spaniards value relationships, thus, holding meetings over Skype and email is not sufficient. There's no substitute for face-to-face interaction in Spain. Communicating over the phone or campaigns sent over email are ineffective and receive little results. Like mentioned in the last slide, Spaniards value making relationships. They love talking and making connections with one another. You will find that Spaniards are very chatty and use a lot of emotion in their speech. They love to talk and spend time with others. Free time spent outside of the workday is spent at bars or restaurants where they can eat their 10 p.m. dinner while getting to socialize. Spain is known for having a great nightlife, and there's always something to do. Thank you for listening to Go Overseas Volunteer Training and Development Program. We hope you enjoyed learning about Spanish greetings, dress attire, work hours, business meetings, and conversations. Before you depart, be sure to review the Go Overseas checklist and training manual. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoy your time spent volunteering in Spain through the Go Overseas program.